this is Jewelyn and
Sonia.
Welcome back to the channel and welcome to bringing my plant friend to my favorite flea market in my city to plant shop. This was Sonia's first time.
Yes.
And how was it? We spent a few hours here. Yes. And the cool thing about Pasadena Rose Bowl Flea Market, or just flea markets in general, is that there's always going to be some kind of plants and always some kind of vintage and maybe just a lemonade or two, which we got. In today's video, I wanted to share with you, before we walk away from the Rose Bowl Flea Market, I wanted to share with you her plant haul, because at my collection and where it is right now with around 600 plants, it's hard for me to come to places like this and find something cool and exciting for the collection. But about how many plants do you think you have currently in your collection?
About 100.
Okay, so you still have lots of room for excitement.
Yes,
and a lot of plants to collect. So in today's video, I just wanted to share with you the things that she got, and it was nice to also help someone else. If I was new to plants or maybe had around 100 plants, I would like to maybe plant shop with somebody that had a lot more plants than me, and that's also knowledgeable, because it's like nice to ask, like, what do you think about this plant? Do you think it's a good deal? Do you think I should get this? And sometimes I like plant shopping by myself, but in this situation, I think it was fun that I could give you some advice.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so let's bring up plant baby number 1. Okay, so this was one that I kind of enabled you to get.
Yes. And
this is a crested echeveria. And I actually don't have one of this. I could have purchased the other one, but I didn't. And actually one of my plant friends, Carrie, has one like this, which is super cool. And I really love the dimension of it. Do you have any crested echeverias?
No, I don't.
First one?
Yes, first one.
Okay, I'm really excited about that one. That's a really cool one. I love crested babies, and it's fun to see them grow. Another one that caught my attention was this ripsalis, which mine is doing really good. And actually, this ripsalis grows little yellow blooms, which I think are super adorable. So let me know if and when they do bloom. And I think for a starter plant, I mean, it's not in the greatest condition if you look here. So my advice would be to all this bottom section, if you look really good, the plant is like, I don't know if it's like root rot on the bottom or not. But what I would do is I would cut here.
Okay. I
would let it callus over, and then I would stick it back in the soil and let it grow new roots. That's what I would do to save the plant. Even in this section, I would not sell a plant like this. I would probably just maybe take off like the dying parts. So if you look here, this section is dead as well, but
it'll be fine.
It'll be okay because you're smart.
Yes.
So you're just gonna take the top section of the cutting and then get new roots from it. But hopefully, let me know when you take the plant out. Okay. Because I feel like every section has like, you know, like root rot on the bottom. But there's still hope, because all of this is still good.
Right.
So never get discouraged. And I think as long as you're not paying an arm and a leg, it's okay. If you're plant smart and you know how to save a plant, then go for it if you really like the plant. And I'm a huge fan of ripsalises. Do you have any ripsalises?
Nope, I don't have any.
It's your first one?
First one as well.
All right. Well, I hope I didn't discourage you, but I will still think it's a great plant.
Oh,
so just cut all the bottoms and start fresh.
That's it.
Ooh. Another favorite plant of mine. Okay, so this is a gasteria with, take a look at that, a bloom, which is pretty exciting because none of my gasterias are actually blooming. I don't know why, but they're not. And actually, this is a really big one. I might have one like this, but not as big as this. And if you look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 babies and the mother plant with the bloom. I think out of all of the plants, maybe this might be your best.
Oh, good. Your
best bargain, just because of all of the babies. So if I see multiple plants of the same thing on the table or wherever I'm shopping, I always like to see like which one has the most babies, or like which one is the most prolific looking one. Do you have any gasterias in your collection?
No, I don't.
Okay, wow. Okay, this is very fun. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I enabled you to get this one.
That's okay.
Okay. So this one here is a variegated crocodile aloe, which is very interesting because this was actually one of my favorite plants that I featured in my pot of fame, and I actually talked about it, saying that this is a rare plant. And I know many of you guys in the comments even agree that it was a rare plant. And do you have any aloes in your collection, or is this the first time?
First one.
Okay, all right, so I'm really surprised to see that somebody was actually selling this plant, and you didn't pay very much for it either. So this was definitely a bargain. So maybe this one might be your bargain baby. I don't know. Yes. But let me know when it gives you a baby. I'd be interested to see how variegated it is. That is probably like, yeah, that makes me really happy that it was being sold here. Okay, another fun find. You got a beautiful crested echeveria. Oh my, and this is one of my favorite plants in my collection. I can just look at them like art pieces, and they're just very fun. Do you have one like this?
No.
Oh.
Today is a day of firsts.
Wow. And I love the way how it's growing too. So the babies that we've actually talked about so far, they don't need much attention either.
Perfect.
So okay.
But I do love my plant.
Okay, last but not least.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, you got one of my favorite senecios, which also I talked about in my pot of fame maybe for giving me new growth. So yes, I did actually talk about my string of dolphins. Senecios and the string of dolphins in general are very great propagators. So if you like making more babies and getting the most for your plant dollars, get senecios, because there's so many aerial roots here that you can go crazy and make more babies. So even if you do spend a lot of money on it, don't feel too bad, because at the end of the day you can get tons of cuttings, and these are very easy growers. Do you have any senecios, and have you had any problems with them?
I have a string of bananas.
Okay. And is it growing good on you? Or?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, so I'm glad that you got this, and it's interesting to see this particular senecio being sold more readily available at different nurseries, and now you see it at the flea markets here, because at one point this plant was very hard to come across in person. So it's interesting how the plant community starts propagating and reselling them. Very fun to share. And well, out of all of the plants, Sonia, what is your favorite?
Oh, I'm gonna say this one.
Oh, the crested echeveria. This is a sunburst. Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I love the variegations, and yeah, any touches of pink, I'm a huge fan of that. But how was it to plant shop with me? This is the first time.
Yes, first time. It was great.
So that was very fun to bring somebody in my plant life to someplace they've never been here in California, and I'm finally back home to come to this very cool spot that happens once a month on a Sunday. And I know there's a lot of things happening in the world right now, like with COVID-19, but apparently nobody is minding that here, and everybody's out here, and it was very busy, and there's tons of people coming and going. But if you enjoy seeing Sonia and her plant haul and all of the plants that she purchased today, let me know down in the comments below. You actually see me every week for Pilates.
Yes.
And then she also watches both channels, so I wanted to thank you for supporting me. You're amazing. And maybe we'll have you back on the channel. I don't know, maybe you might want to do a plant tour in the future when you're ready. Thanks for hanging out with me. And if you enjoy seeing Sonia, another plant friend on the channel, and seeing her plant babies that she got at our, I don't want to say local flea market, but our popular flea market in the city, then let us know down in the comments below what was your favorite plant that she purchased, and if you have any of them. And do you also do plant shopping in your flea markets in your cities? I would love to know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed seeing Sonia on the channel as my special guest in yesterday and today's video, give this video a big thumbs up. If you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, aloha from
Pasadena,
California. Bye.